You merely adopted the dock. I was born in it. Molded by it. Now I should
You don't even need to
this
do this.
car.
This doesn't make any difference for you.
Actually, it does. It adds a lot of ambience to the noise of your hand.
You really adopted the dog.
So before we start the review of Locke, first things first, subscribe here. Description has some stuff for you. Thumbs up, comment, let us know how we're doing. And subscribe to us on Facebook and follow us. Last night we had the honor of watching Locke. Locke is a movie starring Tom Hardy.
Bane. So seeing Tom Hardy in like Inception and Dark Knight Rises, obviously, but Dark Knight Rises is not a really good example. But he has this cool accent that I've never noticed him in. Yeah. Like it's like, I mean, honestly, it's his real voice. It's
very proper. The way he articulates his words reminded me a lot of There Will Be Blood, how Daniel Day-Lewis articulated his words.
Anyways, so Locke is a movie where mainly it's done in the car. It's all 99.9% of it is done in the car, for the exception of him going into the car in the beginning of the film.
And also the zoom out at the end.
But he himself is in the car the whole time.
Some interesting things about the shoot. It was only done in 6 weeks? 6 days.
I think 8 days, and then his part was 6 days or something like that. And the thing is, too, and like you're thinking, oh, this guy's in a car the whole time. That's boring.
It's extremely captivating.
Extremely captivating. And it's not one of those movies, okay, so honestly, I went into this movie not really knowing too much. The only thing I did know about this movie was the fact that Tom Hardy's performance was amazing, and that this whole movie was him in a car. And I was thinking, okay, so Tom Hardy's gonna be amazing. He's a really good actor in my opinion, so I was like, okay, I'm expecting that. 2, I was expecting it to be kind of like that movie with Selena Gomez and Ethan Hawke where he gets a phone call and he has to action drive and do these certain tests or whatever. I thought it was gonna be like that, but no. He's a foreman of a concrete company and he's going through fucking hell. And
without giving out too much.
Yeah, without giving out too much. And he's having conversations with different people in his life. That's what we're following. And it's the progression of the conversations that captivates us throughout the whole movie.
So here are the pros of the movie. It is fucking insane how Tom Hardy takes the script and goes with it. Plus the director, how he directs it. Like using the nightlife of just a fucking roadway. He comes up with some really brilliant shots. It's
really edited very well.
Oh my god.
Surprisingly well.
And there's little bits of symbolism that you'll get in it. But mainly, the script comes alive. I thought the script was doing more of a performance than Tom Hardy. Not that Tom Hardy's performance was bad or anything, but that script is so fucking solid.
Yeah, and I have to really give it to the characters in the movie, or the actors in the movie, because the only one person you see is Tom Hardy, and his acting is top-notch. But then you have the people on the phone. I don't know what preparation you'd have to go through to be so realistic to portray that. It felt like it was real conversations. You felt like that it was literally happening. You felt like one of the people were tearing apart over the phone.
Oh yeah.
And it's just so nuts.
It's insane, and it's very suspenseful in a weird way.
At first, the music started going really deep and suspenseful, and you don't know what's going on until the story progresses. And you're just like, why is this freaking me out for 5 minutes? And then you're like, oh, I understand. I can see the
I thought certain characters were going to commit suicide on the phone, or something bad was going to happen to certain characters.
There's a really great emotional depth that Tom Hardy reaches because he's that one catalyst that's causing a lot of things to happen. And he recognizes it, but he's still trying to be the good person. Not to reveal too much, but he's also trying to prove that he's better than his father. Yeah. Which is such a big motif in the movie. Now, cons. It's almost a disclaimer. It's not a movie for everybody. It's not. I think you have, if you're really looking to be entertained by a story, and everything going around, and if you are expecting to see every side of the story, you will not. Yeah, you will not. And if you're one of those people that need to be motivated by what comes on the screen, like flashiness and action and all that stuff, it's not going to happen. If you're one of the people that just loves to listen to the story, are captivated by just the story and the performances, you're going to like this movie. But if you're expecting car crashes, shooting scenes, if you're expecting I don't know, action, you're not going to get it. And it's not necessarily a con because it's intellectually stimulating. But from a critical side of things, I feel like that needs to be said. Yeah. Just because... Honestly, to me though... It might bore some people. One of the main things that I felt during the movie is I felt like I was watching it with someone looking at me like this, pulling me in. It does emotionally grab you.
from the first scene to the last scene. It was an hour and 30 minutes. That felt like 10 minutes. So let's rate this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm going to go with 4 out of 5 cell phones. And the reason I'm taking it off a score is it's just not for everybody. And it's also, I don't believe it has a lot of rewatching ability unless you watch it from an academic standard every time you watch it.
I also will be giving it 4 out of 5 BMWs because it doesn't fall short in like acting or the writing. It only falls short with the fact that you have to be prepared for this movie to use. And I give it 4 out of 5 because of what David said. It's not, you can't watch it all the time. Once you see the story once, you kind of,
You know all the clips.
there's nothing else you can pull away from it. You can't.
I mean, you can pull more away. But you have to look at it so differently. You have to be prepared.
You know what happens. You know what happens. You know what happens. If you watch this movie, you're probably going to watch it again because the story's so good. But the bad thing is that the story, you've already seen it. You know what's going to happen.
So it becomes, instead of this captivating story, the second time it's going to be just a guy driving in the car, which is what it is. Subscribe up here, comment down here, plus give us a thumbs up. Tell us how you thought of our video. Down in the subscription, some stuff for you, and follow us.